Once again, sorry for the long delay, hey folks. Well, this is it. This is the very last movie of the trilogy. After that, they never do any more of these films, like ever. After doing like a few of these movies of American Tail franchises, this is the very last one to do.
Fievel's back, and he's made some new friends, including newspaper report.
Oh, sorry, hold on. I was watching a few videos. Let me get the speed up a little bit. Alright, normal speed. Here we go.
Nellie Breach.
That's the byline. You're fearless. No, Fievel. Only fools are fearless.
They're on the case of the Manhattan Night Monster.
Let's you and I go shed a little light on this monster.
Now, Fievel must set out to find his courage.
I've never been so scared my whole life.
And face his fears. Run him down. As he leads the way through his most exciting adventure yet. Filled with songs.
Everyone's afraid of time. Ordinary. Really? Really.
Featuring Fievel, Tanya,
Things could not get any worse.
Tiger,
Did you say dog?
Tony,
Yo, Fully!
and lots of new characters. An incredible story the entire family will enjoy. An American Tale, The Mystery of the Night Monster.
Yeah, this was the very last one they did in the series. Because the animation, fun fact, was created by the same people that did the Animaniacs. That's why the animation looks pretty good. That's why it looks incredibly a bit silly at times. This way it's done by Steven Spielberg, or produced by him. After me talking about like all three of the American Tail trilogy movies, this is the very last one to talk about. This is the final part of the series. Because all the budget, all that went downwards to not do any more of these American Tail trilogy movies. Anyhow, the film is basically about Fievel Mousekewitz, who thinks he has nightmares about monsters. These are real in his dreams. And this is Mouse, and to make sure he conquers his fear of the horrible night monsters. All your favorite characters like Tony, Tiger, Tanya, and the rest of the characters make a comeback. But granted, this was the very last of the trilogy they ever did. And they only did like 4 American Tail movies. So I'm not allowed to show like the full movie of it this time.
The best deals of the year are just a click away during Cyber
Stupid
Week at
ads.
Living Spaces, where you can shop.
And for the first time ever on DVD, An American Tale. Collect all 4 fun-filled adventures.
So they had to get like some help from great detectives, including himself, the scheduled all the monsters, as he sees, which turn out to be like Madame Mousse, which is a poodle. Now it's get the gold money by sending like a bunch of them, green by catching all the mice. He's from the Alley Cats. They're actually like the reader of Warren T. Rad that most of the cats did not left America in the first place. And once they eat them and on them off their money, and then to build a giant machine to scare Fievel, creating the other mice, and those amounts of nightmares which just turns out to be all nothing but phony hoax. Anyhow, the film did have like a few problems here and there, but I actually liked the film. This was the very last one they ever did to do all 4 American Tail films. I do like the songs, sung by Michelle Hervia. Also, Tanya is in love with a businessman, and somehow she's a young teenage mouse, which means it's kind of like a prequel than a sequel film. So I'm kind of allowed to show any...
I'm doing a rat out of an American. Going to say.
Okay, pause it right there. This is a perfect image for it. So basically the film is about 5 mascots conquer a sphere of monsters that look real, but they're not. The film is only like an hour and 20 minutes, and despite this would be Dum DeLuise's very last role playing Tiger, or the trilogy of these movies. It's another fun fact, they actually did American Tail 5 Goes West, or should I say 5 Goes West Tales TV series. Yeah, none of you did not know there was actually a TV show. Oh, that actually came out in 1992. So that only had like 13 episodes, and that's pretty much it. I collected all the VHS tapes based off the series, including this one, Mystery of the Night Monster. So, unfortunately, I will not show like a full scene in the movie because I'll be copyrighted by YouTube's loyalty of Universal. But I will explain half of it. The film is basically about our hero, and he wants to make sure all his friends would team up and end the nightmare once and for all. I take it down Madame Mousse herself. I'll be in an interesting villain that doesn't like to be called a rat, and that makes her very, very angry and short-tempered. But her defeat is kind of weak next to Belladonna from All Dogs Go to Heaven Holiday Special, which is the 3rd of the series movie. And yes, I will get to those very soon. But anyways, this movie's not bad or anything. It does have like interesting characters like the Lone Wolf Dog, which is the coolest character in the movie. Despite Tiger himself is a cat and he wants to get the dog's attention, that Madame Mousse's up to her evil schemes. That her backstory is her being escaping, guilty of her owner, and she rather live off the streets than being somebody's house pet. Nearly similar to Cat or Wall from American Tail 5 Goes West. It's like a similar defeat, being somebody's pet forever and ever. The animation still is pretty good. It does have some great voice cast, wonderful soundtrack and voice acting. And all I could say is, those of you who are huge American Tail fans of these movies, you'll have a great time watching this movie too. So, yeah. It's kind of a fun fact that this would have been the very last of the trilogy they ever did, Crane, the actor who played Tony, that did not appear. Well, he did appear in the American Tail 5 Goals West, but he already married with Bridget and already had a kid, which you did not know that. And he was not voiced by the same actor, but was busy doing other roles. That's why we had to wait nearly 7 years later until Tony gets voiced by the same actor again. Oh wait, 11 years before he gets voiced by the character again in the third of the series. And basically the last time he's in this movie role. So there's not really much else to say about American Tail, Mystery of the Night Monster. You might have seen the movie all for yourself, how well it goes. I give it a good old solid 7.8 out of 10. You'll have a great time watching this movie. It's a big, huge box office success to not do any more of these films. It's kind of unfortunate that they will not do any good classic hand-drawn animations like these anymore. As long as they won't reboot the first film into live action and film, or right next to Rebecca Dinosaur Story like I did years ago, it's fine to leave good classic trilogies like these movies alone as it is. That's all I can say about these ones for now. Thank you all for watching. And I will get back to playing video games as soon as possible. Oh, one more thing before I stop recording. There's also a few video games based off the American Tail franchise, which you're familiar with the 5 Goals West on Super Nintendo. Oh, there's even one on PlayStation 2, which is not that very good. There's also one on the Game Boy Advance, which also takes place in the Wild West, which you did not know existed. I'm not kidding. Those existed. Google it. Goodbye for now.